Anyway, I've got a puncture. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Quick introduction, I'm Kieran, just your average dad, doing average dad things. I've got a wife, 2 kids, a cat and a dog. There you go. So I've always wanted a YouTube channel. I don't know why. For people that know me will probably say, oh, it's because you love the sound of your own voice, which is so not true. Anyway, I don't know what videos I'm going to make, what content I'm going to put out. We can learn that as we go. And I thought, what a better video to make than talking about motorbike license, because a lot of average dads want to do the motorbike license, or it's something they've always wanted to do and they just never have. I've done my CBT recently, which allows you to ride a 125 just to get a little bit of experience and things like that. So we're going to talk about that. We'll get up somewhere where there's nicer scenery than in this bomb site of a garage that I will be sorting out eventually, but I just can't be bothered at the minute. It's not the top of my priority list. But yeah, we'll go up somewhere, a little bit off-roading, and let's talk about doing your motorbike licence. Catch you up there. And here we are, the trusty Herald. I don't know too much about this motorbike, but saying that, I don't know too much about any motorbike because I'm so new to the motorbike world. But it was given to me by the father-in-law, and it is an old bike, but it's so much fun. It's probably a little bit too small for me. I'm 6'2", just under 6'2", and I weigh about 107 kilograms. So it does struggle in certain roads, but for where we go like off-roading or green laning, whatever you call it, it does the job. It is just so good. If you've ever thought about doing your motorbike licence or even just your CBT, then I highly recommend it. The reason I never done the full licence was probably more because of financial reasons. The fact that this was given to me, as well as how cheap the CBT licence is, it's about £180, and a motorbike given to me, it was a no-brainer. I thought I'd do it, and it's then spurred me on to then next year I'm going to save up and do the full licence. The full licence I think is about, I could be wrong, I can't remember, it's about £1,200 upwards. Some places are more expensive, so it is quite costly to first get into it, which I think is mental, because when you do a car licence it's nowhere near that. I don't know why a motorbike makes it any different. I'm not sure if it's maybe to just, I don't know, keep less motorbikes on the road because of the dangerous side of it. I don't know. Anyway, I've got a puncture. So I'm going to have to ring the father-in-law and see if I can borrow his puncture repair kit. I'm going to have to fix it here at the side of the road when he brings it up. But you'll meet him on the channel because I go out with him most places. He shows me all these green lanes that we go on. And yeah, let's get this puncture fixed and we'll go from there. Right, so I've managed to limp it back. And as the father-in-law's going to get it fixed. So it was just a wee nail that landed right in the middle. I don't know where it happened, but as I was riding up it just felt a wee bit wobbly. So we'll get this sorted with the puncture repair kit and then we'll get back out.
Get one of these in.
What does it, what's it actually do?
Vulcanising stuff. Where it vulcanises it.
What does that mean?
Have to look on the fucking internet.
There we go. Vulcanising fluid.
Yeah,
it just vulcanises it.
So, remember when I did your car tyre with these?
Yeah.
I put about 4 in.
It held out, to be fair.
Yeah, it held out.
Yeah.
But I had to keep putting another one in because it was quite a big hole.
Yeah.
So one of them will do, won't it, in here? This tiny
Hope so.
hole.
Right.
Yeah, you can get that. I think you can get these at that shop round there. So this is
I'll get one and put it in my.
This is the worst bit.
Put it in my kit.
You might have to press this gear.
Yeah. Is it going in?
You have to stick.
Hold the bike.
Yeah, hold the bike. Cause you got it.
Yeah. And that's it.
We've got to cut that off now.
Yeah. So he's fixed the puncture, that was fine. But now the rim is bubbling. He used the compressor that had a little bit of air left in it, but not enough, so he's away to get an extension lead and get it pumped up. Get it plugged in so we can get the tyre pumped up properly. And hopefully that's it, we can get off road and have a wee chat. Real life problems. Right, so as you can see, I'm pushing the bike back after a huge brain fart. Luckily, Pete realised what it was, because I'd have been there all day chasing something that essentially wasn't there. But once we get back to the garage, my garage, I'll explain. But first of all, I need to push this back home, and it's about a good couple 100 metres, but luckily it's downhill, so see you in the garage. And here we are back in the garage. So I've had my dinner, the dust is settled if you like, and I'll now explain the massive brain fart that we had. So I got the puncture, and I thought I'll go down to Pete's because I know that he's got the puncture repair kit. Be able to hopefully get me back on the road, and then I can continue with my video. So I goes down and I says, look, I've got a puncture in the back tyre, and he just went into autopilot. Yep, no worries, gets out the puncture repair kit that I thought you would need as well. And we fixed the hole. See, pull this big nail out, we fix that hole, and we hear this hiss again. So we have a wee check, he puts the soapy water on, and it's all coming from the rim, so he pumped up a little bit more, and I'm like, no, there's a stronger hiss. So I hear it, there's another hole. So we tried to fix that one, and it was almost like we were just chasing our tail. And then Pete went, oh my God, like he just had that, you know, that moment of, oh God's sake. And obviously that happens in life sometimes, don't you? You just like, oh yeah, I'll do that, and you don't think, you almost go into like you say, the autopilot, the robot mode. And he says it's got an inner tube, so he's got 3 motorbikes, and I think one of them doesn't have an inner tube. It runs without one. I think motorbike, obviously some motorbike tyres do that. So he must have just assumed without thinking that's the way it was, and he was like, that's why it's leaking the way it is, because there's an inner tube, and we've probably put more holes in it now. So anyway, I was going to get the wheel off tonight and leave it standing so that it's a bit quicker and easier to change when the inner tube comes, but I can't be bothered. Now that I've had my dinner, I had a big massive Chinese, and I'm going to have a few drinks. I just can't be bothered taking it off tonight. I'll take it off tomorrow morning, and then we'll get the new inner tube fitted, I don't know, in the next couple of days. I think it's due to come Tuesday or Wednesday, and then hopefully we can go up in some of the green lanes and show you some of the routes that I do. Fingers crossed nothing else on the bike breaks, but you never know. Every time I seem to go out on this wee bike, something breaks, but I think it is under massive strain with my weight on it, and it's such a small and little old bike. But like I say, it's so much fun. It's nice and easy to tinker on, and to be honest, I didn't realise having a motorbike how much maintenance it requires. And I think if I never had Pete, this bike would probably have went out once or twice, and it probably wouldn't have ever ran again, to be honest, because he seems to stay on top of the servicing for me. But I'm going to learn, obviously. I'll start to do these little things, but it's things that I wouldn't even think about, but it's just 24, it feels like 24/7 maintenance on a motorbike. So if you're willing to do your motorbike licence or your CBT, be prepared to really be maintaining the bike a lot more than a car. At least in a car you can get in and just ride it until the oil light comes on or something. I know that's bad coming from a mechanic, but anyway, yeah, I'll see you in the next video where hopefully it's a little bit more fun and we're out on some trails. Ugh.